So here's my Jaguar. I had this thing. First off, I had it painted about 3 years ago. Factory color. It's a topaz metallic, or champagne as sometimes they call it. I really like it. But what I had him do was put a bit of flake in it. I don't know if you can see all that flake in there. It looks really good. I lowered the car 2 inches. A lot of the beauty is underneath the car. You know, it's all custom. The suspension, I did everything myself. Here's the interior, had it all done. Microfiber and suede. Headliner, everything. Sit there in the back seat. It's all real nice. Got a fat tire on the front. It drives kind of like it's on a railroad. Just kind of giving you the walk around here. I'll pop the hood and show you what I've done. Okay, check this out. You ready? Bam! That's right. LS1. Or I made it an LS1. You can make it an LS whatever you want. But you know, the easiest thing for this was to do a drive-by cable setup. Drive-by wire, I'd had to put a gas pedal in it and everything, but you know, it was so much easier to put this in here and just connect all the stock stuff. Power steering. This is the stock power steering hoses. It plugs right into a GM power steering reservoir. So I've got 05 Corvette headers on it. It's a mix mash of different years. 05 GTO air conditioning pump down here. But I had some hoses made. You can see my hoses I had made. Real simple. They just weld on new fittings. Plug straight into the stock system. So I have a GM sensor up high, and then I have a Jaguar sensor down low. Yeah, it's been ported, polished. It's 60 over. It's got a I forgot what the profile of the cam was. It's a motorsport cam. It's got like a 587 lift on it with like a 228 duration, I think. I'd have to look it up. I put the motor together maybe 5 years ago. I blew it up once. I had the wrong springs, valve springs on it, and so I broke a spring and it smoked a piston. Had to take it back to the machine shop. That's why it's 60 over now. But it's solid now. I got trunnion kit. I've got dual springs, dampeners, you know, the whole thing. The transmission's a 4L60E, and it's built. Stage 3 shift kit in it. 3800 stall on it. The whole thing's tuned. I'll tell you what, I don't know if any of you have done any tuning, but I hate putting my car on a tuner because they run the hell out of it. They wrap it up as high as it'll go, and then you get your numbers and they set your tune. Well, I hate that, especially on a brand new engine build. But it's tuned. It drives good. Let me start it up for you. Problem with Jaguars is you got this goofy key. I don't even want to find out how much a duplicate for one of these is going to cost from the Jag dealership. I don't know, 400 bucks, 500 bucks. I've been driving on the same key since I've owned the car. Okay, here we go. Oh, you can see my new steering wheel. You can see my airbag is a different color, but they wrapped it in tan for me, which matches the rest of the trim in here. You got a lot of tan in here. So anyway, I've got multiple steering wheels and airbags. Okay, let's go for a drive. Don't want to make too much noise on the airport. This thing's mean. It dynoed at like 440 something horsepower.